Hello there. How has your day been? It's always a pleasure to meet you here as we share meaningful reflections about life. This I love and serve to fulfill this mission to open our hearts and hands as we share meaningful reflections about life. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why are we here in this world? What is the true purpose of life? There are three things that govern our lives: time, money, and health. When we're young, we have plenty of time and endless energy to play, learn, and even waste. Yet, at that stage, we often have no money. As adults, we gain the ability to earn money and still have the health to pursue our dreams, buy what we've always wanted, and achieve our goals. But now, time becomes a luxury we can no longer afford. Years have passed in a meaningless existence, and time slips away. When we grow old, we finally have both time and money. But sadly, we lack the health to fully enjoy the fruits of our labor. So, what is the true meaning of life? Why are we here? And what is truly worth dedicating our lives to? For me, there seems to have been many moments where it was worth considering these issues. In today's video, we'll explore the answers to these essential questions. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Your support means the world to me and helps me continue to share these valuable lessons with you. If you find this topic meaningful, leave a comment with the number 9. If not, comment with the number 0 so I can learn and improve future content. Don't forget to like and share this video to spread these insights to others who might need them. Life may seem long, but when we look back, it often feels incredibly short. Have you ever paused in the middle of life's hustle and bustle to ask yourself, what is my purpose? What truly matters in this life? Let's begin this journey to find the answers together. There's an old story that offers some perspective. In a small seaside fishing village, there were two fishermen. One was hardworking, clever, and always busy, while the other seemed more laid back and less focused on work. The hardworking man would head out to fish at dawn and not return until late at night, never taking a break. Meanwhile, the lazy fisherman only caught enough fish each day to buy food for his family. The rest of his time was spent relaxing on the beach or enjoying life with his loved ones. One day, the lazy fisherman asked the hardworking man, "Why do you work so hard every day from sunrise to sunset?" And the man answered, "Why, because the sun shines in my labor, and it makes it so much better." The lazy fisherman asked, "Why do you work so hard every day from sunrise to sunset?" The hardworking fisherman replied, "I want to catch as many fish as possible, sell them, and save up enough money to buy a boat." The lazy fisherman asked, "And what will you do once you have a boat?" The hardworking fisherman smiled and said, "I'll catch even more fish, make more money, and eventually buy a bigger boat." The lazy fisherman continued, "And after you get a bigger boat, what's next?" Footnote: with a gleam in his eye, the hardworking fisherman answered, "I'll keep upgrading my boats until I can finally stop fishing. Then I'll relax on the beach every day, soaking up the sun and listening to the waves." The lazy fisherman chuckled and said, "But look at me. I'm already relaxing on the beach, enjoying the sun and the sound of the waves every day." Hearing this, the hard-working man paused, deep in thought. At first glance, this story might seem simplistic or even a bit negative. But if you dig deeper, it reveals a profound truth. What is the purpose of life? How do we want to live? And what are we really chasing after? The hard-working fisherman spent his entire life striving for the very peace and simplicity the lazy fisherman already enjoyed daily. Was he, in some ways, missing the point? Was his endless pursuit a little misguided? How could it not be? In our own lives, there are countless moments when we live blindly, driven by the pursuit of success, wealth, status, love, or material possessions, without stopping to ask ourselves what these things truly bring to our lives. In today's modern world, we're surrounded by abundance. We have access to luxuries and comforts that previous generations couldn't imagine. Yet, it's this very abundance that often leaves people feeling lost, consumed by excess, and dependent on material things without realizing it. Many of us become enslaved by the pursuit of money, cars, homes, beauty, power, or pleasure, never questioning what these things truly mean in the bigger picture of our lives. The wisdom of the past teaches us that material possessions and wealth are merely temporary. They're not ours to bring into this world, nor can we take them with us when we leave. Meanwhile, life passes in the blink of an eye, and when we're gone, we enter the cycle of existence again. So, is it worth becoming slaves to things that don't last? How many people aren't caught in the grip of materialism? How many people aren't caught in the grip of materialism? How many people aren't caught in the grip of materialism? How many still live with a clear sense of purpose and reason? In Taoist teachings, there's an emphasis on returning to the origin, reconnecting with our truest, most authentic nature. This is seen as the ultimate purpose of life, the path to peace. Deep down, we all yearn to return to a state of truth, kindness, and sincerity within ourselves and our society. But how can we achieve that? If you can live without being weighed down by material desires or letting them control you, your body might remain in the world, but your mind can exist in a state of peace and harmony. This is a profound truth worth reflecting upon. Dear friends, each of us arrived in this world with our first cries of life. Yet no matter what we hope or wish for, the time will come when we must leave it all behind. Life flows steadily onward, shaped by the emotions, choices, and energy within us. Life is not easy. It's filled with highs and lows, joy and sorrow, unions and goodbyes. Like a river, it never stops flowing. That's why, during the brief time we have, we must live fully, embracing who we truly are and allowing ourselves to experience life authentically. Trying to live solely to make others happy won't bring true fulfillment. Instead, strive to find your own happiness. Live with passion, even through life's challenges. Choosing to love deeply in a world that often feels cold is one of life's greatest treasures. 1. What defines your life? How you choose to live shapes the life you will experience. If you center your life around money, you will find yourself in constant struggle. If you center your life around your children, you will feel exhausted. If you center your life around love, heartbreak may often follow. If you center your life around comparisons, you will live in sorrow. If you center your life around tolerance and forgiveness, you will discover happiness. If you center your life around gratitude, you will live with kindness and fulfillment. 2. Illness teaches us what truly matters. When you're confined to a hospital bed, you begin to realize how much human connection truly means. At that moment, you'll notice how deeply people care about you. Your parents, who raised you with love and patience, will still worry for you. Your spouse, your lifelong partner, won't find joy seeing you suffer. Even your coworkers may feel the void of your absence. Doctors and nurses will work tirelessly, monitoring your condition and doing everything they can to help you recover and return to your loved ones. During these times, pride and anger fade away, replaced by a longing for love, warmth, and connection. Abdication will be understood, and everyone present will feel your pain and welcome you. That's why taking care of yourself is so important. Your health is your most valuable asset. With good health, you can care for your parents, nurture your children, and build a meaningful life with your partner. With good health, you can work hard, enjoy life, and show gratitude for all you've been given. 3. Your effort shapes your destiny. When you're exhausted, people might tell you to take a break. When you're sick, they'll recommend medicine. When your phone breaks, they'll suggest buying a new one. And when you're struggling, they'll offer kind words of encouragement. But life doesn't stop, and few people can truly step in to solve your problems. If you don't put in the effort, no one else can create the life you dream of for you. Life teaches us an undeniable truth. The person who will always be by your side is you. When you feel pain, it's your pain to bear. When you're tired, it's your own strength that will carry you forward. Even if others empathize with you, in the end, you are the one who must clean up the mess and move forward. Remember, there are people you can rely on for support, but you cannot depend on them entirely. Push yourself to be stronger, to persevere through challenges. When the rain makes the road slippery and you fall, you must find the strength to get back up. The path you walk is yours alone. Whether your life is filled with joy or sorrow, success or failure, depends on the choices you make and the perspective you carry in your heart. Choose wisely, live courageously, and embrace the journey ahead. 4. No one can take your place. Let go of the past. Don't hold on to what's gone. And don't waste energy on things that no longer serve you. If others don't value you, don't let it break your heart. Everyone has their own path in life, and most people can only walk alongside you for part of the journey. Even the most loving parents can't take your pain or shoulder your burdens. No one will be there with you for every step of the way. It's important not to overestimate your place in someone else's life. Those who want to leave will leave, and you can't force someone to care when they don't. Some people just won't resonate with you, no matter what you do. We all strive for a perfect life, but the truth is, nothing in this world is flawless. The sun starts to set the moment it reaches its peak, and a full moon begins to wane. It's the imperfections and regrets that make life meaningful. True beauty lies in the budding flower not yet fully bloomed, or the moon just shy of being full. Those who are humble never run into walls. Those who step aside never stumble. True satisfaction comes from embracing life's imperfections. Only those who treasure happiness can truly experience it. Hence the road to peace, the road to meaning, the road to finding happiness. We only have this one lifetime to live with our loved ones and friends. Who knows if we'll meet again in another life? That's why it's essential to live with sincerity, kindness, and compassion toward others and ourselves. That's how we find life's true meaning. Buddha once said, "The greatest wealth in life is tolerance." French philosopher Voltaire famously said, "Tolerance is the only remedy for the errors that plague humanity across the universe." Lao Tzu taught that the greater the Tao, the greater its capacity to embrace all things. Confucius emphasized that treating others with tolerance and generosity earns trust and respect. Life will always bring words that hurt, actions that disappoint, and people who stir resentment. But when we learn to let go and forgive, we discover that the path ahead becomes much wider and brighter. Our lives are shaped by our perspective. A narrow heart magnifies worries, while an open heart diminishes them. If your heart can hold the vastness of an ocean, even the greatest sorrows will dissolve into nothingness. Life doesn't always go our way, but that's okay. The key is to embrace calm and contentment. Practicing tolerance with others helps us grow and improves who we are. Letting go of burdens and unmet expectations allows us to find peace and joy. When you reflect on life, you realize that we're like tiny drops of water in the vast ocean. Our emotions, whether joy or sorrow, excitement or frustration, barely ripple the surface. Life is a performance, and we play many roles, often wearing masks to fit in with the world around us. But in doing so, we risk losing the true, kind-hearted person we once were. True happiness belongs to those with hearts as vast as the sea. Like the ocean, they embrace everything, becoming great by their capacity to hold it all. Forgiveness isn't automatic, it's something we cultivate and grow over time. Everyone makes mistakes, and learning to forgive others and ourselves creates a better, more peaceful life. A forgiving person is empathetic, able to see the world through others' eyes, and willing to let go of resentment. Forgiving someone who hurt you is hard, but it's essential. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing bad behavior or allowing others to take advantage of you. It means freeing yourself from the weight of anger and bitterness. All forgiveness has its limits. It's important to know when to let go and when to set boundaries, but forgiving others and yourself brings balance, peace, and healing. Speaking of balance, forgiveness and compassion aren't lofty ideals. They're practical, everyday choices. They begin with small acts, like caring for the feelings of loved ones or helping others without expecting anything in return. 3 more days passed. Compassionate people are admired and loved for their selflessness. They live with purpose and peace, knowing they've made a positive impact. Forgiveness dissolves negativity, brings inner calm, and strengthens relationships. It heals emotional wounds and leads to greater happiness. When you forgive others, you also forgive yourself. Forgiveness opens the door to a brighter, more open, and hopeful future. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, comment 2 below to let me know you're here with me. Dear friends, Bronnie Ware, an Australian nurse with years of experience, spent much of her career listening to her patients share their biggest life regrets. These heartfelt confessions left a lasting impression on her and inspired her to write a book titled The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying, which became a global bestseller. Here are some key lessons from Ware's thought-provoking book. 1. I wish I had lived a life true to myself. True to myself, I am still here. Ware shared that many of her patients felt unfulfilled, even if they had achieved some of their dreams. They regretted not pursuing the life they truly wanted, realizing too late that their aspirations were left incomplete. Don't let your dreams stay buried inside you. Don't spend your life chasing someone else's goals while neglecting your own. Live authentically and on your terms. Don't wait for anyone's approval to pursue what truly matters to you. 2. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. This was one of the most common regrets Ware heard from her patients. Many people admitted they worked long hours, striving for goals and achievements, but they didn't always stop to reflect on why. At the end of your life, it's not the money you made or the promotions you earned that will stand out. What you'll remember most are the relationships you built, the people you loved, and the memories you created together. While work is necessary, don't let it overshadow the other parts of your life. Remember, we work to live, not live to work. Number 4. 3. I wish I had expressed my feelings. Many of Ware's patients regretted keeping their emotions bottled up. They avoided sharing their true feelings to prevent conflict, but this often led to resentment and misunderstandings. Suppressing your emotions only creates frustration, which can damage relationships. Instead, take the time to calmly reflect and express yourself openly. Honest communication can lead to stronger connections and a greater sense of peace. 4. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. As life gets busy, it's easy to lose touch with friends, but many people regret this deeply as they approach the end of their lives. They wish they had made more of an effort to nurture those meaningful connections. Don't take friendships for granted. They are not guaranteed to last forever. If you've lost touch with someone, reach out to them. They might be just as eager to reconnect. A simple phone call or message can rekindle old bonds, and you'll never regret making the effort. 5. Happiness is often seen as something dependent on external circumstances, but the truth is, it comes from within. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. Instead of dwelling on minor inconveniences or frustrations, choose to focus on the positives. Joy is a choice, and embracing it can transform your life. Happiness not only improves your mental and physical health, but also strengthens your relationships and enhances your overall well-being. Let go of negativity and start seeing the world with a more optimistic perspective. End Operation Minnow. Moderate oneself. Activate self-care. Freedom is the First Amendment. These reflections from Ware's patients serve as a reminder to live intentionally and focus on what truly matters. Don't wait until it's too late to create a life that fulfills you. 6. I wish I hadn't cared so much about what others thought of me. Why spend so much energy worrying about other people's opinions? The truth is, most people aren't thinking about you as much as you might believe. They're too busy with their own lives. Focus on living authentically. Be sincere, live simply, and do what makes you happy. What others think is their business, not yours. As long as you're content with who you are, nothing else truly matters. 7. We spend so much of our lives caught up in worry. No matter who we are or what we've achieved, there always seems to be something that weighs on our minds. But do you let these worries consume you? Do you allow life's burdens to drag you down? Or will you choose to let go and live with peace and freedom? Life is short. 8. I wish I had taken better care of myself. It was my last day and no one was going to die. Your health is your greatest asset. Without it, nothing else matters. Unfortunately, many people only understand its importance when it's too late. Poor health leaves you reliant on others and struggling to enjoy life. Taking care of yourself now can help prevent many of the struggles that come with aging. You have just one body, one mind, and one spirit. Nurture them today so you can fully enjoy tomorrow. 9. I wish I hadn't taken life for granted. Too often, we take the simple gifts of life for granted. The bees pollinating our food, the trees providing oxygen and nourishment, the clean air we breathe, the water we drink, and the sun that sustains us. All of these are miracles we rarely stop to appreciate. Don't wait until it's too late to be grateful for the beauty that surrounds you. Take time to notice and say thank you for the small things that make life extraordinary. Lesson 10. I wish I had truly lived in the moment. Many of us have a habit of missing out on the present. We get caught up in regrets about the past or chase after an uncertain future. But in doing so, we forget the most important thing, the present moment, where life truly happens. Instead of living in what's right in front of us, we get lost in memories or imagination. And that's what so many people regret most when it's time to say goodbye to this life. As children, we lived freely, enjoying each day without worrying about what tomorrow would bring. As adults, we become consumed by work, responsibilities, and endless concerns. We tell ourselves we'll pursue happiness and our dreams someday. But sometimes, someday never comes. Gentleness. We live as if we have all the time in the world, but the truth is, no one knows how much time they really have. Tomorrow is never guaranteed, but today is right here, within your reach. Don't trade the present for an uncertain future. Live fully, meaningfully, and be grateful for the small yet precious moments that make life truly worthwhile. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel to continue this journey with us. Your support motivates us to keep creating meaningful content and sharing valuable lessons and holistic health practices with more people. Thank you for being here. Live fully today, and I'll see you in the next video. Wishing you peace and happiness always.